Right from the start, we're introduced to our two central teens, Tanon and Anna. They're clearly vibing as a couple. Alongside them, we also meet Tanon's best friend Julio and his girlfriend Cecilia. Life seems pretty perfect for these four, until reality steps in. Anna and Cecilia are about to leave for Italy, and that's when insecurities kick in. Tanon, clearly anxious about the distance, makes Anna promise not to share a bed with anyone else. In return, he pledges his loyalty too. Soon, they're all at the airport saying their emotional goodbyes. And here's where we get a peek at their backgrounds. Tanon comes from a wealthy family, his dad's loaded, while Julio is from a more modest upbringing. Despite this contrast, their friendship runs deep, stronger than money or status. With the girls now gone, the guys are free and their own adventure begins. Their first stop, Tanon's sister's wedding. And it's there they meet Lucia, someone who immediately catches their attention. She's charming, graceful, and has this irresistible vibe that pulls both Tanon and Julio in. While sharing a sweet memory about Tanon, Lucia casually drops a bomb. She's married, and not just to anyone, but to Tanon's cousin Heinz. That doesn't stop the guys though, they're still clearly taken by her presence. Lucia mentions she's planning a trip to Sem Beach, and Tanon, trying to impress, blurts out about a dreamy, secluded spot called Heaven's Mouth. The twist? This perfect paradise is completely made up. It's just a story to lure her in. They invite Lucia to hang out, but she politely declines. Later that night, Lucia receives a devastating call. Her husband, Heinz, breaks down in tears and confesses that he cheated on her while drunk. The revelation shatters her. Heartbroken, she cuts the call and withdraws into herself. By the next morning, overwhelmed and searching for comfort, Lucia calls Tanon. She wants to escape to the beach. Tanon immediately loops in Julio, and with the help of their friend Saba, they plan a getaway to a quiet, uncrowded place. Suddenly, the three of them, Tanon, Julio, and Lucia, are hitting the road together, starting a journey filled with confessions, intimacy, and self-discovery. As night falls, they stop at a hotel. And here, Lucia shares her deepest fear. What if their girlfriends in Italy fall for other men? Tanon and Julio brush it off, holding on to faith. But when the conversation shifts to Lucia's own love life, specifically her partner Jane, her mood changes. She confesses that Jane has been unfaithful too, leaving her broken inside. Later that night, when Lucia retreats to her room, curiosity gets the better of Tanon and Julio. They sneak a peek, half expecting something flirty. Instead, they find Lucia quietly sobbing to herself, a raw moment of pain they weren't prepared for. The next day, the tension lingers. Lucia directly calls them out for spying on her the night before. But rather than pushing them away, she opens up further. She starts talking about her past, revealing a previous relationship, one where she had been truly intimate with her boyfriend. And just like that, the road trip shifts from being just an adventure to something far more personal, where every confession brings them closer and more vulnerable than before. Lucia's backstory really hits hard. She gave everything to her first love, believing he was the one, but then tragedy struck. He died suddenly. Heartbroken and lost, she eventually ended up marrying Heinz instead. On this road trip though, things start to unravel. Lucia opens up about intimacy with Tinian, and that night she pours her heart out, leaving Heinz a voicemail saying she's done with him forever. Overwhelmed with grief, she breaks down in her room. Julio finds her in this fragile state, and that desperate need for comfort sparks an unexpected, passionate moment between them. But here's the twist. Tinian accidentally sees it. Jealousy instantly consumes him, and when he later confronts Julio, their heated clash destroys their friendship on the spot. The next day, tensions are thick. Julio's jealousy over Lucia and Tinian lingers, and while Julio's sitting in the back all bitter, Lucia makes her move. But Tinian shuts it down, pulling the car over and storming off. Lucia chases after him, pressing for answers. That's when Tinian admits a shocking truth. He once had a fling with Julio's girlfriend. Boom. Julio completely loses it. Another fight explodes, and in a fit of rage, he slams the brakes and kicks Tinian out of the car. Lucia, totally fed up with all this chaos, storms off too. But Tinian, realizing how messy things have gotten, comes back with a heartfelt apology. He admits to the tangled mess they've all created and convinces Lucia to rejoin them. Back in the car, she lays down the law. No more fighting or their connection is over. As night falls, doubt creeps in. Julio wonders if they'll ever actually reach this so-called perfect beach. He takes a random turn down a dark dirt road, and before long, the desert swallows their car. Stranded, they crash in the backseat for the night. But then, plot twist. At sunrise, they wake up to find a beautiful beach right outside their window. Out of nowhere, a kind fisherman and his family show up, not only sharing a warm meal, but also offering to guide them to even more hidden beaches. After Lucia agrees to join the boys, they set off with the fisherman's family to this absolutely stunning beach called Heaven's Mouth. But here's the twist. It turns out that's the exact name Julio and Tenoch once made up as a joke, which makes them burst into laughter. For a while, everything feels magical. The sun, the waves, the adventure. It's pure bliss. But then reality crashes in. By nightfall, wild pigs trash their camp, destroying everything. With no choice, they head to the nearby village and spend the night with the fisherman's family. Later, Lucia makes a heartbreaking phone call to her husband. She already knows about his long-running affair with Jane, and this time she finally says goodbye. And afterward, she turns to alcohol with the boys to drown the sorrow. And here's where the night takes a wild turn. Under the influence, secrets start spilling. Tenoch admits he hooked up with Julio's girlfriend. In return, Julio confesses something even more shocking. He once slept with Tenoch's mother. That brutal honesty cuts deep, but strangely, instead of tearing them apart, it pulls them closer. Lucia plays a song, the three dance, and the moment escalates into a passionate encounter where she seduces both of them. In the middle of it all, Julio and Tenoch even share a kiss. But sunrise brings regret. Tenoch runs outside, sick from the weight of the night before. Julio tells Lucia it's time to leave, saying he needs to return his sister's car, while Tenoch worries his parents must be frantic since they left without telling anyone. Lucia, calm yet heavy-hearted, tells them they're free to go, though deep down she longs to stay in that paradise a little longer. So the boys leave, and Lucia alone finds peace in one last swim. Back home, life doesn't stay the same. Both Julio and Tenoch's relationships fall apart, and their once close friendship slowly fades. A year later, by pure chance, they bump into each other and decide to grab tea. At first, it's light, just casual catching up, until Tenoch asks if Julio has heard anything about Lucia. Julio says no, and that's when Tenoch reveals the devastating truth. Lucia has died. All along, she had been silently battling terminal cancer, a secret she never told them. That's why she clung to the beach, soaking in the sunlight and freedom in her final days. After that, Julio and Tenoch go their separate ways, never to reunite again. Their story ends not with a bang, but with two friends walking different paths, forever marked by the woman who changed their lives in ways they never saw coming.